So here in Louisiana, they're building the Bayou Bridge pipeline along the southern portion of the state. They have had several protesters that have shown up on site. Now, they have made some arrests there. Now, they have not had the same level of threat that's been created by the protesters that were in North
North
Dakota,
Dakota.
Morton County, which is where they were building the Dakota Access Pipeline. Now, really, that comes to hindsight as 2020, that construction, because it is completed at this point, and they're still building the Bayou Bridge. But looking back at that construction, there were several challenges that were brought forward that really created a lot of problems for the local and state government, including about 95% of the people that were arrested in Morton County, North Dakota, were not North Dakotans.
Right.
They were people from out of state. It included about half of those that had a history of criminal violence or alcohol or substance abuse along with that. So with previous criminal records, it just was not something that we were interested in having come to Louisiana and create a significant challenge and burden on our local and state government, which, as you probably know, we've had a significant conversation and problems with our surrounding the problems with our state budget the past few years. So it was just another added expense that we were working to prevent being burdened on the state.
So these people got arrested for trespass. Am I correct?
So they're isolated incidents, and each is a case by case basis. So currently in Louisiana law, there is a protection against trespass on critical infrastructure. Now, some of them could be arrested for trespass, and depending on what they were doing. What we were really pushing was the damage piece. You do have instances across the United States and Alaska where people will fire firearms at pipelines that are exposed above ground, damaging them. I mean, there have been stories of people shooting AR-15s at pipelines, and if you're moving a pressurized gas, this is incredibly dangerous. So we were really focused on the damage piece of it. There is an unauthorized entry that was already in part of law that actually Representative Major Tebow passed in 2015, which is why we look to him again at this point for carrying the damage portion. And coincidentally, as part of the Governor Edwards' criminal justice reform in the 2017 legislative session, there was a bill that was filed by many legislators that we believe and had a conversation with that was accidentally removed the criminal damage to pipelines piece. And so after having conversations with several folks in the space, we were able to get some alignment on putting it back into the law. And we did have an opportunity to talk with several criminal justice committee members, along with Senator Clayton, the chairman of Judiciary C, which oversees this legislation as it passes through the process. And we were able to determine that it was not, the intent was not to allow these structures to be damaged. It was really an overall effort to remove duplicative laws that were on the books. Now, at this point, we made a few changes to the law, so it's not duplicative. It really gives the state and local authorities what they need in order to prosecute dangerous individuals that are on these locations. And you don't have to wait for the federal government. It really gives more power to the local and state, and protecting our structures here on shore of Louisiana.